Edith Gomero at Baldwin Richardson Foods. So I am spec manager, as well as I also support our brand maintenance team. And Baldwin Richardson Foods, we make mostly sweet sauces and syrups and fillings. We do a little bit of savory, but our main focus is sweet.
So, Lily Moncman, I am the regulatory supervisor for Baldwin Richardson Foods. I've been with the company, it'll be 5 years in March. Started out as the sensory technician as a temp, and then ended up being the sensory supervisor, then the quality supervisor for one of our facilities, and then in regulatory. For my part, I actually found that the easiest way to manage the project was to basically prep for it, just in terms of trying to get everything exported en masse from SAP and getting it uploaded to the worksheet. It made it a lot easier to just, prep the layout and for the worksheet and just do everything all at once. Minimize the amount of times we have to touch SAP. And then, after that, it's just keeping up, maintaining anything new.
I know for the formula piece, we did have support from our the rest of the R&D team here, who kind of provided like a big list of all of our, like how we could sort all of our raw materials, and then pulling all the formulas from SAP, and how to do that easily. And then once we were able to kind of use that tool, the worksheet, to be able to put all the formulas in there, the team here, we kind of split it up so that we would have a second set of eyes to kind of review everything, because I didn't want it just to be from what I pulled, because I could easily make mistakes. And so we were able to split it up into 5 or so, 6 people to be able to review everything, so that we could then get all those formulas approved. It was just we kind of knew, we knew our targets and our goals. So as we were okay, I have all of the syrups done. So that was okay, I closed that up. I have all of the sauces done, and I kind of categorize things. So in buckets. And so it was nice kind of completing portions and then providing the team here, the rest of the team here, with updates. That we were 50% done, whatever, as we kept, reaching our target. And definitely I had recurring meetings with Michael, and then eventually Robbie, and those helped tremendously.
When you sort of chunk everything and then let yourself celebrate when you have those little pieces done, you're 50% done, we're doing a great job, let's just be excited about it for a little bit. It really helps you keep motivated and positive throughout the entire project.
I would say definitely it's a lot of work up front, but you'll reap the benefits of all that hard work later, because it's so user friendly, which I haven't, I've worked with other formula databases, and this is one of the most user friendly ones out there, I think. Just how quick we can pull up formulas before we would have to like Lily said, we could get it from SAP, but it wasn't there in percentages. So being able to see it in percentages is huge. Sometimes the unit of measures were different. So it was how is this, I can't really tell how this change is impacting the whole thing.
Yeah. And the interconnectedness is really big for us. I can pull from the formulas tab into the spec management tab, and that helps me see things like if I want to put allergens on a specification, it's really helpful for things like that, so that I don't have to do as much manual putting everything into a Word document sort of thing. And then just the record keeping is a lot easier to maintain than it always had been in the past. I know a lot of my issues had previously been that we only have the records for the projects that we worked on. So if R&D was working on a project, but they knew that it wasn't going to impact regulatory, we might not know a whole lot about it. So we wouldn't have that formula saved, and we wouldn't have, any new suppliers just for that item, listed in our internal, file folder sheets. So just being able to access that record and having it update without having, the risk of deleting anything. It makes it easier to backtrack and to look at history. Utilizing the TraceGains system for formula management has made things so much easier. Just the integration of the actual formulas with the supplier lists in and of itself has been huge. It just makes it so much easier to keep track of everything. Having the ability to use the formula and spec tab kind of makes it easier to complete other aspects of our jobs, which leaves a little bit more time for other projects and other improvements that we want to make.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it definitely allows you to save that time, and you can focus that on other things. Even for the other developers here, being able to explain or show them how to use different aspects of it, I think helps them feel more confident and have them be able to do their jobs faster. Just saves everybody a lot more time. I think the biggest win here is that it saves us a lot more time.